Right, good morning, guys. You're welcome to Classroom on Air TV. My name is Von Thompson, and I'm your host. So, Classroom on Air TV is a place where knowledge meets inspiration. So, today we are going to talk about stress. Yeah, we're going to talk about stress. So, if you ask me what is stress, so I refer to my notes. So, stress is the body's natural response to any demand or challenge. So, whether physical, mental, or emotional. So that means if you have something demanding at hand, as kind of a workload or whatever, is definitely going to bring stress to you. So now it goes on that it is how the body reacts when it perceives a threat or pressure. As I said before, when you have a workload, something that is giving you heat, pressure. So that's when it's instantly turned to stress. So let me refer to my note, please. So stress is not always bad. So it can motivate you to achieve goals. However, chronic or excessive stress is harmful. So that means there are stress that are good. The the stress that is not always, it can motivate you to achieve goals, in the sense that if you have a lot of work, then you are pressured. When you are pressured, that's when you think you sit up and try to see how you can maybe sort it out in as soon as possible. So that's, in other words, it can help you handle, it can help you achieve your goals. So there are types of stress, different types of stress. So we have the types of stress. So acute stress is, happens in response to immediate stress, maybe argument, maybe you were arguing with people, you understand, maybe you have an exam at hand. Those are classified under acute stress. Those are short term. So usually first away when the situation is over. This acute stress now, once the situation is over, maybe you had an argument or whatever, you have something pressuring you at that moment, you're mentally stressed, or and however you may put it, once that situation is over, the stress goes away and you become alright again. So then we have the chronic stress. This is long term, ongoing stress. This one, it may requires a lot before it goes away. So often tied to unresolvable issues. So according to my notes here, it said poverty, you have the toxic relationship, health conditions. So what does it mean? I'm so shocked to see that toxic relationship can also cause stress. So I don't know how to classify that. I think if a toxic relationship can cause mental stress. So health conditions, maybe someone you're down with a particular illness that is chronic, maybe it's for life, that you cannot get it done with, that can't heal, you may never recover from. Maybe you have to keep managing it till you pass away. Sorry to say that. So such condition can bring chronic stress to you, because every time you remember that you have to live with a particular thing for a long period of time, it makes your brain shake, puts your brain under fire, puts your body under pressure. So now we have episodic acute stress. That's frequent episode of acute stress. Common in people who are always anxious, rushed, or overwhelmed. Maybe like people who bet. Maybe if you bet, you do bet danger. So at that moment when you are now saying, "Oh, I wish this my game will play. This one game that's remaining, I wish to play." That time, your body could be under stress. So that's how my note says. Common people are always anxious, rushed, or overwhelmed. Betting people, I have to keep using that word. People who bet, their stress could be classified under this episodic acute stress. We have the traumatic stress, PTSD, traumatic stress. This stress can be caused by traumatic experiences. Could be abuse, could be war, could be accidents. Let's go to abuse. Abuse, maybe a child who is in a kind of a setting where he's being abused by an elder, sexually harassed, or actually abused by an elderly person could cause stress to the child. Maybe a worker at your workplace could also face stress when maybe your boss is giving you pressure, and maybe a female whom the boss is asking to come to the other room before promotion or whatever. It could also cause stress, then accidents. So this may lead to long-term mental health issues. So as understand. So let's go to the causes of stress, stressors as you may like to call it. Now, workload deadlines, two different things. Workload. If you have a lot of work at hand, like people who do office work, you have so much work at hand. What happens? You are going to experience stress. You're going to experience stress. Understand? You have so much workload at hand, and you have so many deadlines to meet. Maybe you were given a file to sort out and do, and maybe bring back to the office or whatever. If you maybe you're given a particular deadline and you're not able to meet up, or the time is almost closing in, and you are so under pressure to fix it, it will cause stress to you. Now, financial struggles. Maybe your finances are not good enough. Maybe you are not earning enough. Maybe the money you have in your account is not big enough, and you're thinking of where to get the next meal from. You're thinking of where to see food to eat the next morning, or to eat in the evening. If you manage to eat in the morning, that cause stress to you. So another thing that can cause stress to you is family conflicts. You live in a family where small time you have to be careful. You understand? When you are working, you have to check well, because the next meeting, the next moment, you could see a bottle flying about, or a pistol or mortar. So if you come from such family, it could also cause stress to you. Now, health issues. I come again. You are under a particular disease or sickness or whatever that cannot be done with. Something that is you have to live with it chronic for life. You keep managing it. Things like that can cause stress to you. Then another thing is loss of a loved one. Maybe you lost your mom, lost your dad, lost your father, whatever, lost your sister, lost your uncle. That can cause stress to you. Now, major life changes. You were once married and you're no longer married, could cause stress. Maybe you were not mentally prepared to go into the marriage, and you go into it, you can be stressed. Divorce. You are in a relationship, then you are married, then the marriage is no longer holding, could also cause stress. So it could be mental stress, or however I may like to put it. Relocation. When you move from a particular place, maybe like moving from here to USA, and you see that the changes there, the lifestyle there is different, the food they eat is different, and maybe you're looking, if you're someone like me that like swallow, and maybe that first 1 month you go in there, you're not able to find where to get swallow. I mean, you're so fucked up, like you think, how is this going to work out for me? So those are kinds of things that can cause stress to you also. So another thing that can cause stress to you is major life. Okay, we've done that already. Noise, traffic, pollution. So we live in a noisy area every time. Generators and every time, ringing of bell and all those kind of stuff. It could cause your body to get stressed up. So all those goes into your mind and may not be good with you. So traffic, pollution, and all those kind of stuff are all kinds of all stressors, things that can make you stressed up. We have the internal stressors. Please, I keep referring to my notes so that it could go very well. So, internal stressors, negative thinking. Maybe you think you wanted to do something new, wanted to try out something new, and you're just thinking, how am I going to do this? How am I going to get it done? How am I going to, be able to get to where I want to? How am I going to succeed? And your brain says, no, don't worry, you will not succeed. You won't make it. You are not going to get there. You don't have anybody there. Maybe like this ongoing recruitment that they are doing, is civil defense and all those stuff that is federal government has opened for recruitment. And maybe you're thinking, your mind will just say no. Don't worry, don't even worry about going. You may not succeed. You don't have anybody there. You don't have an police a big time in the army, or you don't have someone who is in the big position that can help you. As you are debating, you are causing stress to yourself. Can I advise you for a moment there? Do it. Whatever you want to, go for it first before you complain and say, hey, it's not going to work out. I don't have anybody there. Forget that you don't have anybody there. Or don't you have God? Or you worship gods. You are a traditional worshiper. You have a wound now. Yes. If you worship God, you have God. You have Jesus Christ. You have the Holy Spirit. You are a traditional worshiper. You have a wound and other gods. You are a Muslim. You have Allah. So why don't you just try it first? Just try it first and see if you are not going to succeed. It's better than staying back to say, I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk it. I may not succeed. I may not get it. You wanted to try something new. You say no. People may not like it. Why not just try it first rather than stressing yourself? So I'm sorry I went into motivation. Sorry about that. So now, unrealistic expectations. Things you know may not happen. Things I say, oh, how I wish I would just wake up one day now and see 10 billion in my account transferred mistakenly into it by someone else. Hello? Wait, are you thinking that it can happen? It will be a doubt, too. Except by the hand of God, but bro, it's unrealistic. Sister, unrealistic. Uncle, unrealistic. Cannot happen. Mark X. Everything, I wish I would just go back to the house now and I'll go and see a bowl of fufu with a good afang soup with enough meat inside. Unrealistic expectation. Especially you know it did not come true. See you. So, low self-esteem can cause stress. That is another internal stressors. We are in internal stressors now. We've done with the menstruals. Now, things that can happen from inside. That's what we're saying now. Low self-esteem. What does that mean? You're looking down on yourself. You go to a crowd, people are wearing suits and you think, oh, and you look at they're wearing just kind of trouser and pants and you think, even to shake hands with such people, you are afraid because you think they are better than you. They speak to you and you can't even respond well. You are shivering because you think you are not good, because you think you are not the best, because you think you shouldn't be among them. Can I tell you something? You are better than anybody. In your own way. Everybody is unique in his own ways. You can't speak grammar. That does not mean that you are not good. You can speak Ibibio very well. You can speak your own language. You can speak the Igbo. You can speak Yoruba. You can speak Hausa very well. So you go to a place where everyone is speaking English. Speak it. Why look down on yourself?